All right, everybody. Another week has passed. My goodness, is time flying. Time is flying. Welcome to the Icey Railway Podcast. I am your host, the Ice Dragon, Rayron VR. Hopefully everyone had a good week. I tell you what, definitely lacking on the sleeping end. Can't begin to tell you how many times that this week just resulted in so much lack of sleep. But man, it's been quite an interesting week for the channel. Let me tell you. Train life, man. That was quite an interesting article, to say the least. But with that, hello, train man. How you doing? Hopefully you are doing okay. And welcome to all of our lurkers as well. Again, we love our lurkers. If you're watching, welcome to the channel as well. Again, we do not de-lurk our lurkers because they are at peace when it comes to watching the content. And so I ask, do not de-lurk our wonderful lurkers. But with that, welcome everyone to El channel. Getting all tongue twisted. But okay, why is this not working all of a sudden? Oh well, I've been having issues with this chat overlay. I'm gonna have to find something else to use. But anywho, let's get started. So this week has been interesting. So one of the Icey Rail video or Icey Rail News videos kind of blew up a little bit on me. Was not expecting to, and then there was just a lot of rumors that oh my goodness, let me get some music going in the background here for, there we go. I gotta have a little bit of background music for me. But anyways, man, it's been quite a crazy week. So it's story time. So let's do a little bit of a story time. Let me go ahead and move. I don't know why this camera is all crapped out. All right, there we go. So a little bit of a story time. So as you guys know, I'm kind of a big fan of Exact Rail, and I don't have the boxes. I don't have the cars with me. I thought I had the boxes at least to show, but I don't even have that. So, or do I? Yeah, I do. Hang on. So, I was browsing, making my rounds through the online realtors, and it's like, I've been wanting to get a few more of these Exact Rail depressed center cars, and something caught my eye, and I believe it was that Monday that I went back to Train Life, because Train Life was actually a good website that had some good flash deals from time to time, and that's where I got some of these depressed cars for a really cheap price. They were about 40% off. And then I go to trainlife.com, and I realize, oh crap, I see this big banner right here. I mean, it's like, no, another store that's closing. And I'm like, no, because, if you look at this, this box says exclusively for trainlife.com. And I'm like, what is going on? So I'm over here panicking, thinking because I already knew that Exact Rail and Train Life were one entity, and that's something that I didn't really explain well in my video of the Icey news when it comes to Train Life. And I thought, no, if Train Life is going to go out of business, I'm going to lose. I thought Exact Rail was also going to go out of business, but when I went to the Exact Rail website, it didn't announce anything that they were going to go out of business as well. But the funny part about it was that all of their rolling stock was on sale for the 40% off. And it's like, I went to Train Life because I wanted to grab more of these press cars. And if they're going 40% off for the Exact Rail stuff, then I was going to buy I was thinking about buying a whole bunch of them, because it's like, I am a big fan of Exactrail because it's exactly what I'm looking for in modern day freight and newer freight cars. Because they got the metal wheels, they got KD couplers installed, and it's actually a decent price for brand new stuff. So it's like I go over here to the product type, I couldn't find them. I went to search by manufacturer Exactrails, and Exactrails was nowhere on the website. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I want to buy some Exactrail stuff, but then I go back to the website of Exactrail and they have their items posted with the 40% off on there. And it's like, well, I might as well grab the things that I want, but I only grabbed one item, which was a decorative box car that I wanted from HO scale. So I grabbed that at 40% off. It's like, okay, sweet. And then I was debating if I want to grab more of these. Like, I was at work, I was debating. It's like I was going back and forth if I wanted to buy it, because I wanted to buy a whole bunch of these. They were like 22 bucks a piece. And it's like, that's a steal. And so I didn't execute. And then the next thing I know, all of the products were delisted completely. And it's like, oh my gosh, I am watching Exactrail potentially go out of business in real time. And it's like all of these products that you see here, they were completely empty. It was like the default, it was the default kind of image that you get for a normal website. When you buy a website for the very first time, it's all default images and so forth. And I was like, oh my goodness, no. I had my chance, like, no, Exactrail could potentially be going out of business because all of their stock was delisted. And I'm like, no, don't tell me we just bought, we're losing Exactrail too. So it's like, I'm just panicking. Oh my goodness. Hey, CNR, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's story time with the Ice Dragon, talking about the shenanigans that is Ice Rail and Train Life right now. Because I didn't kind of go into the details of this when I went to my Icey Rail news when it came to Train Life. And it's like, nah, I gotta tell a story because it's super funny. So anyways, like all of their items were delisted and everything. It's like, oh my goodness, no, because I want to get more depressed cars. And it's like, because I knew that Train Life and Exactrail will pretty much, they weren't, the one thing I didn't know is I thought they were the same company. It's basically one person that owns both, or owns two entities but are kind of independent. It's just, it was a conveniency from a business standpoint to have the Exactrail products over on the Train Life as their main store. So I did a little bit more research and I found out something interesting though about Exactrail. I think it was a couple years ago, I think back in 2019, that Exactrail kind of went online exclusive. And that's why you see on their labeling and marketing here that Exactrail was exclusively for Train Life. So one thing that I don't like what this company did was that you can't get these from a distribution center. If a hobby or distribution center wants to actually sell its product, they're going to pay full price. They won't pay for the discounts. And it also sounds like they went exclusively onto the website, which was interesting because I've never seen a company do that, or at least known of a company to do that in the mono railroading industry. So they're exclusively online only, and then secondhand market after that if you're lucky to find these. So that was quite interesting when I found that one out. And then when I saw that, it's like, oh man, I gotta make a video because I think Exactrail is gonna go out of business. And I'm glad that I waited, or I was waiting to get off work essentially. And I'm glad that that happened because I probably would have happened is I can tell you exactly how that video was going to be titled. It was basically going to say, Train Life out of business, is Exactrail next, with a question mark. And I would have gone into the details of, look, all the products are gone. I would have so much evidence to suggest that Exactrail was going out of business, or that Scale Train, because again, another theory that I was going to put into that video was that Scale Trains was going to buy Exactrail because they had that layout. And what's funny is when I went to Facebook and onto the Exactrail website, a lot of people were saying, hey, did you get buyout from Scale Trains and everything? And then we finally got our answer. And it's like, I am super happy I didn't release that that video earlier, because I would have contributed to the potential misinformation. But I would have had all my evidence to suggest that this was a theory because of all the evidence that was presented. And Exactrail was not communicating fast enough. So that's definitely my criticism of Exactrail. Is like, when they got rid of all their products, it took them about 12 hours later to publish that, hey, this was a mistake, that that 40% off that went down at Train Life was not supposed to go to the Exactwell website, where I got some cars at 40% off. So I'm kind of happy I got the car that I did, panicking, thinking that, oh my goodness, Exactwell is going to go out of business. But you know, right from the horse's mouth here. So we go to Exactrail. This is their Facebook page, and this is basically what happened. There's some misinformation calculated online. Exactrail is not closing. As many of our customers know, Exactrail and our sister company, Train Life, are both owned by the same individual. That makes more sense. The two companies operate independently, but there is some overlap between the two, such as the location, staff, and some computer systems. On Tuesday, May 2nd, Train Life announced that it was closing the realtor operations. However, this does not affect Exactwell in any way. Rumors of a bankruptcy, business failure, and liquidation of Exactwell products are all false. We are happy to continue serving the model railroading community. And they make some other posts saying that our mistake is your gain. I can't. I don't know what happened to that post, but they made another post explaining that, you know, our 40% off deal is happening at Train Life. You know, since it was connected to Exactwell website, that 40% off also happened on the Exactwell website as well. And you know, I was able to get some discounts on there. I was fortunate, but as you can see, the prices are actually normal now. They're pretty much normal distribution price. But man, that was quite a journey we had on Monday. It's like it was basically the news happening right in front of my eyes. But I'm glad, I'm satisfied with the video that that came out. So basically, that, if you guys are wondering, that was this video right here, the Train Life Icey Rail news, and that video did really well on the channel. I was quite surprised because I was wondering where I had like 10 subscribers happen in basically over an hour. It's like, what's going on? And then I noticed that the Train Life video was going, in my world, in my perspective, my eyes, was going viral a little bit within the community, and I was like, okay, what's going on? I did some research and then found out that, hey, there's a lot of misinformation. Exactwell came out with their part 2 and so forth. So I kind of want to do a part 2 follow-on from this live stream to just continue to add more context when it comes to that Train Life video. So it was quite a journey that happened on Monday. So man, it was just crazy to say the least. But I'm sad that Train Life is in fact going out of business. So again, if you're looking to shop some deals, whatever is left, there is 40% off, and there's some good deals there. But I'll also admit there's some good deals elsewhere. So when it comes to shopping, so kind of a little bit of a tangent / rant. Some things that you got to take into notice when it comes to these kind of store closing deals is that you got to pay attention to the sales price and MSRP. So when a store is going out of business, technically the first week, from I've been seeing just from past experiences, is that they will take off that sales price, the dealership price, and so forth, and just stick it at MSRP, and then bring it down a little bit. Say, hey, we're on sale. Not, you know, if you don't realize that was from MSRP down, now when they really start getting closer and closer to the closeout date, then they'll start, that's when the good deals are, but you know, it just depends on what's left. So, you know, take things with a grain of salt, continue to shop around, and just find those deals. There are a few good deals on here that I came close to buying, but I've got a lot of pre-orders this week that's kind of happening, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was quite an interesting journey, to say the least. So, but yeah, and it's like, I don't know how much money Exactrail's lost, because that 40% off mistake on the Exactrail website was on there because I woke up. I'm trying to remember when I saw that 40%. It was early. It was like early in the day, and then they didn't realize that mistake till about, I would say, about 8-9 hours. That mistake was left up on there, and then I saw all the items disappearing. It's like, oh no, what's going on? So it was quite interesting. So, but yeah, again, it is unfortunate we're losing another website, because again, we need that competition, and you know, as these stores close, you know, we lose that competition. But again, capitalism. So yeah, Exactrail is here to stay, thank goodness, because I'm becoming a fan of Exactrail products. But yeah, that was quite a journey. And I wish I capitalized that a little bit more on that video, but I rewatched that video just to make sure that I didn't say anything about Exact World closing or any other misinformation that was happening in that video. And I actually made a comment to clarify that, hey, Exact Rail is not closing. It's their sister counterpart of the company, Train Life, that was closing. So, and I just wanted to make sure that I cover that in this stream as well. I thought about doing a follow-up video, but I've got too many other videos to make right now and come out. So, yeah, it's definitely been interesting to say the least. So, yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and get on to the main event here. Trying to think if there's any other admin stuff I would like to talk about. I don't think so. I know there's a train show in Austin happening tomorrow, but I am not going to go to that just for financial reasons, because I'm actually saving up for the NMRA that's happening in the Dallas area, Grapevine, Texas. So we will be there. We'll be scanned at. So if you guys are going to the NMRA, so kind of another announcement. So if you're going to the NMRA convention, Grapevine in Texas, my wife and I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That Saturday at 11 o'clock, we'll be at the Mini Prints booth being scanned. So if you're going there, and again, I'll have my stickers ready. They are limited quantities right now because I'm not sure if I'm going to have them in time for the NMRA. So I just have my first initial stock. And once they go, they'll go, and then we'll just go from there. So again, if you meet me in person, I have the holographic one, and then I'll eventually start mailing out my non-holographic stickers. So yeah, that's kind of, and that's these stickers back here. You can see kind of two of them. One of them's kind of holographic, the other one's kind of plain. So again, that'll be the NMRA convention on that Saturday for the actual train show itself. We'll be at the Mini Prints booth at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And yeah, if you want to come meet us, hang out, have fun, and enjoy the train show. So, all right, with that, let's go to the mini cameras here. So all the cameras, I don't have, like I said, I don't have these two kind of hooked up today. This is going to be the front and rear. So we'll go ahead and start with, let's actually start at Phoenix Point. All right, so welcome to Phoenix Point. We're going to go ahead and start up our Centipedes for today. So I will acquire. Let's go ahead and I need to reselect. Yep, I will steal that one. Let's go ahead and bring up the 1600. And our supervisor of the railway is here, supervising my work. And come on, kid. You can go. All right, let's grab the 1600 locomotives. These are loud, so I don't know how much they're going to get picked up. Or I just could be shorting out the whole railway. Let's see here. Lights. There we go. So I was kind of lazy on the train that the Centipedes were going to be running today. I just defaulted back to the Missouri Pacific Eagle because that's what was on the main line. I was just too busy to swap out what to bring. Yep, it's the kitty cat. This is Mary, our superintendent of the railway. She's always watching me, making sure I do my work. All right, we'll go over to the Wilding 1 here as the Centipedes start to come by. All right, so here come the Centipedes A and B. These are the Baldwin. This is a fantasy scheme, obviously. The Centipedes were only made for the Pennsylvania Railroad as an experiment that epically failed. Broadway Limited just recently made the fantasy scheme of the Broadway Limited in Union Pacific, which I was in heaven because I always wanted Centipedes. I just not necessarily want them in the PRR scheme. But when they released them for Union Pacific, I had to have it. It was a match made in heaven. All right, so we'll go over to our showcase scene here as the Centipedes come up in front in parade formation. So again, this is the Broadway Limited Paragon 4 Baldwin Centipedes coming up into view. They are both powered. For numbering purposes, they are 1600 and 1601, but I just made them 1600 for both so that way I can consist easier. Coming in front of the 4K camera here. Again, now that I realize I don't think I'm streaming in 4K, so technically 1080p. Hopefully next stream we'll get up to 4K. That's kind of the goal. I forgot to switch it for this one to test it out. Carrying the majestic blue and white of the Colorado Eagle Missouri Pacific passenger train. And of course, we're missing half our train. What in the world is going on? Oh, I see what happened. How do I want to do this? I think we'll go in reverse. Why not? I've been having some coupling issues lately, so we're just going to go in reverse and pick up the rest of our train. So here's a first. Now the real question is, can we back up without any derailments? Because trains don't like to go backwards when I'm operating, especially on this layout. Okay, you can stop now. So unfortunately, this is the slight downside when it comes to this layout, is that it is a single track main for right now, and with one siding that doesn't reconnect, or 1 yard siding, I guess the best way to describe it. And so it's kind of janky a little bit. Get back over to Wilding 1. But if you guys haven't already, I am basically doing an AnyRail series. And the first few episodes is kind of the expansion of what we're going to do with this layout to help me get better sidings, actually build a yard. So we've got the Kirby yard that's being developed right now. We've got the Wave modular that's going to be developed. And then we got Icey Mountain, which will be the next episode. And now tie the Kirby yard to the rest of this layout. So basically where Harbor Point is, you can see the other modular there called Beginner's Run. Obviously I gotta cut the legs down a little bit to match the rest of the legs. But that'll be where Kirby Yard is going to start. And it'll be connected to the new modular Icey Mountain, which we'll be developing here pretty soon. Yeah, I definitely like these Centipedes. Unfortunately, these Centipedes, though, do have issues with old switches. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. I tried to run them on the Samurai layout, but unfortunately, they do not run over there because of switches and loss of power and so forth. They go over this layout just fine, so I don't know what the problem is. Alright, let's get over to the 2 camera views here. As you can see, okay, something's up. Is that working? Is that capturing right? That's definitely not capturing right. Hang on. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's bring up this view real quick. get you guys the onboard train cam. The train cam is being powered by some new power today. We've got the Missouri Pacific GP38 and GP38-2. So we are giving the GP30s a rest from scale trains, and we've hired some new engines to pull us today. I want to see if I'm reconnected here. Yep. All right, we got the whole train. All right, so we'll run this around a little bit, and then we'll get the camera train out. We'll dispatch it out. So since we got this camera view up, you can kind of see that there's a closet right there. And kind of the idea here is that Icey Mountain will have a switch that goes, it'll be a right-hand switch, and it'll continue to go straight, and that closet can actually hold 3 modulars within it. So I'm actually going to take that door off, and then we're going to build Kirby Yard and the 3 modulars into that closet. So that'll give me the yard space that I need to park a lot of these engines, a lot of these trains. And then that'll give us potentially an opportunity for some ops. So I'm actually quite excited for this expansion. It's going to take a little bit of time, probably take the rest of the year to really get it fully realized. But that is kind of the future of the layout a little bit. Alright, let's get back into Wilding 2 here. And eventually I want to grab some more IKEA shelves. But it's getting to the point that the actual mainline itself is getting a little bit crowded with parked engines, in my opinion. And kind of the big thing I want to focus on too, by the end of the year, I would like to get a new computer, get a 4K capture card, upgrade the security system to 4K cameras, and then get this entire stream up to 4K. That's kind of the goal for the rest of the year. Let's get over to testing range here. But you can see it's like I got a lot of power just on the siding there. We had the big boy, we had the Challenger, scale trains is right, or excuse me, the big turbine, big blow. And today I just felt like running the Centipedes. Oh, this is definitely one that I haven't messed with yet. There we go. Yep, store them for R&R terms. Exactly. Exactly. Welcome, Thomas F. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So right now we are breaking in the Centipedes, making sure nothing else goes crazy. Trying to get a good feel for them. I'll speed them up a little bit more. Let's get over to the let's do this here. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Are you hang on. Are you being a hobo and getting onto the train?
No, I was coming to ask you.
So, Fairy VR is tackling some wasp nests. So she's all covered up so she doesn't get stung. We discovered 2 nests, and so she's gonna go to battle. So sorry about that. Sometimes, you know, sometimes real life just happens. Oh, I thought this was fixed. Okay, let's get you guys back on, let's see here, 180 camera. Alright, so we're at speed step 20. I'll probably speed it up just a little bit. Alright. Yep. Well, if I have to end the stream early, it'll be because I'll probably be taking her to the hospital. So, yeah, we'll see. She wants to go to battle, so I was like, okay. Alright, this camera, not that one. This camera, I'm probably going to end up relocating. I just don't like the angle. The light's having a huge effect on it, so I've got an idea where I want to put it, but it requires some engineering because I want to test another concept out with these cameras, but I'm going to hold that close tightly because it's going to be quite interesting what I'm going to do with it. Alright, let's get to Wilding 6 here. So, yeah, you can barely see the train there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Man, I thought I fixed all these. I guess I didn't. Hang on. Boop. Let's put you right there. This is still a work in progress type of stream. So as you can see, this is the fire train, the 2 on the right. And then we've got the OVR, Oak Ridge, Trash, Gondola. And then we got the scale trains, Billboard, the Rio Grande GP 30s. Which you guys have seen plenty of on my shorts. And I still got a whole bunch more to do on that. Let's get up Harbor. Oops, let's go to Wilding 1. But again, welcome everyone to the channel. I appreciate you guys being here in this internet neck of the woods. Yep, all of these. Again, of all places that you can be on a Friday night, you chose this little neck of the internet. So I do appreciate you guys being here. Those who are lurking, those who are chatting, those who will see this video on the VOD in the future. Welcome all. So this modular right here, that's fair. That is fair. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Thought I did something. Okay. So, as you can see, the Superintendent Mary is watching over the railway, inspecting all those tracks while bathing. Making sure I obey the signs and the speed limits. I should probably bring up, let's do this. get the two cameras here. Hi, Superintendent. Come here. I should probably put some text saying that this is the train cam, now that I think about it. Let's have some text here. Text. Let's do camera train. Okay. Camera train. Okay. Boom. Actually, I got something better for this. Actually, let's get you over to the 180. Either way, train man. Either way. No. You'll get there. I'm just hoping you're having fun and chilling and relaxing. That, again, that's always my #1 priority here. And then hopefully get new up-and-coming model railroaders into the hobby. Alright, actually I think what I want to do, let's go ahead and, let's gen up this actually. Let's go ahead and stop them real quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get our camera train onto the main line here. And then we're going to grab the 2016 consist. Alright, I do not want to grab the scale train. Alright, oh, the big blow. Let's do 2016. Alright, let's get you guys on the road. Okay, so interesting thing about the camera train. I finally got another long flat car. So now it's only 2 flat cars to carry that train. You'll see it here in the cameras once we get things rolling. But I kind of want to get this on the main line. I'm just hoping that the camera doesn't fall over. We'll see. Alright, let's we'll stop that. We'll throw our switch back to closed. And then let's see if we can start speed matching here. This is always the fun part when it comes to this. Because these engines are definitely sensitive. Alright, so I should probably go to the 1 camera for right now so we can get the speed matched. And this camera view is pretty cool because you really get to see how much these bodies just swing on that, I believe that's a 26-degree turn. Alright, lights. Calm. Relax, lights. I don't need you blinding everyone. Alright, try to get these somewhat speed matched. There. So that way you guys can get a little bit of a view here when it comes to the centipedes. So again, on the left we've got a Rio Grande Challenger. We've got the 40-18 Big Boy. Alright, sorry about that. Alright. Let's slow this down just a tad. Let's speed up the centipedes a little bit. That's good. Yep, the Smurf train. Yep, they're parked. I believe they're Alcos. I don't remember the exact numbering of them, but... I'm trying to get you guys in a perfect shot here, but speed matching is not necessarily easy. So I don't want these two to connect. What I may end up doing is this car here, this flat car, I may have to just take the coupler off so that way it doesn't connect. Yeah, that's too fast. Too slow, too fast. But look at how much that overhang is with that centipede. That's why I like these cameras, because it's really the only ones that can really capture that at the moment. Just how much overhang there is. Reminds me of like the Big Boy. Slow down a little bit here. Man, it almost overhangs too much. Jeez. If I remember correctly, I think the two centipedes are also longer than the turbine. Look at that. Okay, so we're kind of catching up a little bit there. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. To be honest, this was a pain in the rear to get this kind of squared away. I mean, what's funny is that if you actually look at the track in person, like from a top-down view, it's actually still a mess. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but and it's like, in theory, all these monitors should be level. Yeah, they're not level. The part that we're going on right now is actually a little bit higher than the aft part there. So it's actually technically going up a hill. And you can see why I get a little bit of distance on the Centipedes. Alright, so when we go to Wilding 1, you'll see the camera train. It is by no means an NMRA standards. So there's our Mopac units, GP38s. And then here comes the Centipede. So yeah, I got the 2 long flat cars, and I can actually put up to 4 cameras. But right now I'm just utilizing 2. Alright, let's get you guys back on board. That's not what I want to do. Thank you. Yeah, as I said in earlier streams, it took about 12 years to really figure out the technical aspects to make this all work. It's still not great. I want to go smaller with the cameras. It's just, in order to go smaller, I need to learn coding, and I'm just not going to do that. As far as to get live streaming mobile with, you know, external battery sources, I think for now this is the best I'm going to get. Because I would love to have live streaming 4K on this train. I just don't think commercially there's anything out. Definitely, I think there's definitely things out in open source. But when it comes to open source, you will be doing your own coding and connecting IP addresses and so forth that I don't have the time nor the knowledge to really crack it yet. And so I tried to go with the next best thing, which is basically what you're seeing here. And it also goes without saying is that I can't run these cameras when there's tunnel portals, because obviously it won't fit. Alright, let's get you guys back into the 2 cameras here for a little bit. Lord C, how you doing? Yep, choo-choo. Okay, we gotta fix that. Let's put you right up there. Yep. Choo-choo. It's tough. Like, I haven't seen anyone crack the code of making this a little bit smaller. Technically, you can go smaller live streaming via a GoPro, but the problem with GoPro is that there's no way to capture it. Let me put it this way. I haven't found a way to capture from a GoPro live stream to input it into OBS. Now, there's probably a way of doing that, but it probably means backdoor means and methods to do it. I haven't seen anyone do it. So okay, I'm gonna let these run for a little bit. I know the camera's gonna get off sync just a little bit. I need to check up on Fairy VR, so I will be right back. There you go. Very nice. Why is this thing... Oh, one of these days. One of these days we'll have this all squared away. So, I don't think our method of getting the wasp is working. It's a mess. It's a mess. I keep hitting the wrong button on my throttle. Actually, and then let's go up just a little bit and then slow down. No, she's good. Yep. She is good. She's tough. All right. All right, let's take you to all the cameras for a little bit. So yeah, this is the cluster that has all the cameras. Wait a minute. Just had an idea. Let's do this. We can move this up here for the time being. There we go. That way you can see a little bit more of that layout. There we go. It's a little better. One of these days we'll have this all figured out. But yeah, one thing I forgot to also say is that thank you guys so much who have subscribed. We are 10 away from 900, which is nuts to say the least. And the fact that, 1,000 is knocking at our door. So again, thank you all for subscribing, for watching all the content. Once we hit that 1,000 mark, it basically is half of our goal to get those emotes, because then obviously the watch hours is the next thing that we gotta set our goals on if we want to get that all unlocked. And again, that's basically for me to create better quality content for you guys to watch and enjoy. And so that's basically all on me to get that, but yep, it never ends. And I gotta fix this as well. Just gotta figure out which one it is. There we go. The endless sandbox hobby. Yeah, I think we'll just put it right there. One of these days we'll have all these scenes ready to go. Yep. Absolutely. That's why I love it too. I've been in this hobby for a little over 20 years, on and off. Last year is when I got really serious about streaming and doing all the videos about model railroading. So the fact that I think we're coming up on a year. I think we've already passed, we're a little over a year, I think. Yeah, I think we're a little over a year that I kind of got really serious with the hobby. Trying to see when my first video was. Yeah, it was a little over a year. Oh no, it was 2 years. 2 years. I started up back in 2 years ago, and then that's when we had the Mythical Lands layout, which that layout unfortunately just won't get rebuilt. Where's my camera? Yeah, you can actually see it on the 2 cameras. So there's a supervisor there, probably gonna knock over the trains here in a second. Oi. No. Don't you do it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the Mythical Lands was a 4 modular layout, and it consisted of hang on. So you can kind of see it back here. It's the modular in the back. Now, that one and the one to the left is actual Fremo standard layouts, or modulars, I should say. And they connected to basically a wishbone 4x4 that I made in order to create a dog bone layout, or a wishbone layout. And unfortunately, that layout won't be built again because I'm going to repurpose those tables. And we've got the Icey Railway now, so we've kind of evolved from it. It did its part at the very beginning of the channel. So there's our crazy camera train. As you can see, I got that second long flat car that I can put 4 cameras on it if I really wanted to. And then we got the Centipedes. Nice. Let's get this a little bit smaller here. There we go. For 10 years, nice. That's pretty healthy. Alright, here comes the parade on Phoenix Point. So again, if you're new to the channel, I've got basically a sticker wall whiteboard. If you send in stickers to the P.O. box down below, I will hang those up. A lot of good memories, I hope. I was the same way. My father got me hooked into it and kind of went crazy since. Let's see. Test match. So I think I'm going to try something with this camera train. I don't know how successful it's going to be. But I think we're going to try it. So let's get over to Phoenix Point here. And I think we're going to do a little bit of ops. And I think I want to add... I've got an idea I think I want to experiment with. So let me duplicate Phoenix Point here. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Let me also attach. This is going to be a window capture. This is going to be phone camera. Yes. And then we will edit all this crap out. Alright. Because I kind of want to do something kind of special. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'm just trying to figure out which is going to give you the better... Oh, I'm an idiot. I know what I can do. We're going to move Phoenix Point just down a little bit. And then we can max this out. There we go. I like that. Alright, ANC, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Again, ANC does some N-scale content. I think Trainman does some content as well, so follow everyone that is here. Check out the channels. Give them some love as you guys have given me some love. That way we can all grow together. So, have a good one. Alright, so... And this is my second one. Okay. So the reason why I put the camera train and Phoenix Point cameras on is because that's usually... It is my one switch point on the layout. and it gives me some opportunity to do, you know, very, very minimal ops. But it allows me to do a few cool things. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop off the camera train onto Phoenix Point. And then we will ride the Centipedes. Alright. So what we're going to do now, let's go ahead and take our switch. We're going to throw it. And then we're going to go ahead and reverse 2016, which is basically the engines that you guys are riding. And then we'll go ahead and reverse onto the siding. This is a pretty cool shot here. Yeah, I like this scene a lot now. Oh no! Rip! Oh, camera down! Okay, where is that other camera? Okay, it's behind it. Alright, let's do this real quick. Yeah, I know, right, Train Man? Okay, so what happened, I parked the Centipede too close to the switch. I didn't realize I had it that close. So I need to back the Centipede up just a little bit. And I'm hoping I can get this camera back up online. Yep, here we go. So we are back up and ready to go until it falls over again. Alright, so let's go ahead and disconnect you guys from those engines. I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit because I forgot that my centipedes are actually the same address, so I gotta have 5 fingers a little bit. So hang tight. Okay, so that's all squared away. Papa John, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Right now I'm just trying to get the camera train in between the 2 centipedes, so when you look at the train camera perspective, it looks like you're actually riding or surfing the centipedes, which is pretty cool. Nice, Kansas City Southern today. Beautiful. Nice. Very nice. Yep, so Papa John does some rail fanning. Go check out his channel as well. Alright, let's go back to the 2 cameras. Yep, my switch is set correctly. And we will be on our way. Oh, not that one. This one. Alright, so welcome on board the Centipede 1600. You got the A unit to the right, and you got the B unit looking at the rest of the train. We are waving goodbye to our GP38s that were our power. And now we're on board these Centipedes. So I'm hoping this will be a smooth ride, but we shall see. I'm not overly optimistic about this, but we're gonna just take it nice and slow. Look at the overhang. Ooh, wait a second. I didn't realize. We gotta see that overhang again. You're rail fanning right now? Nice. Minnesota Rail Productions, welcome, welcome. So, if I was honest with you, they were, oh my goodness. So, I pre-ordered these, so I basically paid it off monthly until they came out and I had it fully paid off. I think they were, oh my goodness, $550 if I remember correctly. Both powered. I love them. Again, in my opinion, cost is always relative when it comes to hobbies. Rail fanning right now, nice. So I want to see if we can get a good picture of this overhang. We'll see it on the next go around. So we got the Challenger there. We got the big boy. Turbines coming up. Yeah, we won't be able to see that overhang until we meet that corner again. So we'll get you guys back on the 2 camera perspective here. I think the cameras are overhanging just a tad. At least the batteries are. Hey, as long as you're having fun with your layout, that's all that matters. Again, this is a sandbox. I call it the world's greatest sandbox hobby for reasons, because it doesn't matter the size. It doesn't matter what you're running. At the end of the day, if you're having fun, that is all that matters. That is what truly, truly matters. Alright, so we're coming now with the maintenance of way train that's on to our left-hand side there, if you're looking from the front perspective. Eventually, that's a train that I will be running in the future. I have to convert all those to metal wheels, get them kind of greased up a little bit because they are a little bit stiff. But that's one train I definitely want to get going here soon. Yeah, I try not to derail. That's great. And then we got some GP30s on the side there, just chilling. And then I've actually got my Switch 1500 that's Mopac, and then our 38's coming up to the right. So let's go ahead and switch it over to the first person here, because I want to take a look at this overhang, because this overhang is quite something. So if I remember correctly, these are between 26 and 28 radius. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that overhang. My goodness. That's nuts. I gotta give it to Broadway Limited. They really, really made a good unit to go around these tight turns. So it's just, normally once a week I do a special engine that I'm running for the stream. Today it's just gonna be the Centipedes. I'm thinking. Because it can be a hassle to try to get all these other trains set up. Right? But again, I gotta give it to Broadway Limited. Tell you what, let's switch this up a little bit. Get you the rear perspective as well. The way they've got the truck's design is actually pretty cool. There's hinge points everywhere. The hinge points are just everywhere on these locomotives. And it's basically got the same basic articulation as the big boy for the most part. But yeah, I'm very, very satisfied with these Centipedes. The only thing that I'm a little gripey about is that the trucks aren't really metal per se. It's really plasticky and not too much details, but I'm just nitpicking the crap out of that. Overall, I'm quite satisfied with them. Next stream, I may do a viewer's request, so what I'll probably end up doing is I'll put a whole slew of engines to the side, and then let you guys pick what engines to run. I've been talking about doing something like that for a while. Hi, Minnesota Rail Productions. Take it easy. Yeah, I know it's getting late. I tend to stream late on a, everyone's typically out on Friday nights, but it's a schedule that really worked for me. Unfortunately, they're screwed into place. It's kind of difficult to do that, unfortunately. In the future, yes, I've got some ideas. So, stay tuned, Train Man. That's one of the experiments I'm going to be doing in the future. But right now, all the cameras are kind of fixed in place. Because, again, they're security cameras, so they're kind of designed to just stay in one spot. Really, the only one that can rotate is my 180 one. This is the only one that can truly rotate. But I have a goal that all cameras will be able to rotate minus the ones that are mounted on the walls. So, it is a goal of mine. Alright, so now you guys get to see this crazy consist here. This is definitely up there on the more crazier ideas. It's pretty cool because the cameras are so high and the two flat cars are separated just enough that it looks like that you're on top of the centipedes, but you're actually not. So you basically got one to two flat cars and then the B. Yeah, that's a crazy consist. I have it here. It's just my... Oh, I know what you're talking about. So the camera on the wrist. So that one, I've got technically two... I got two cameras that can go on the wrist. I've got basically my phone. And then I've got my GoPro. The GoPro I just use recording to make videos, so I don't use that for stream. The one that's on my wrist is usually for me to capture chat when I go to mini rail fanning mode. The problem with that mode is that there's some latency with the video that it's not acceptable for me right now, so I gotta continue to experiment with it. Nice pop trains. Am I missing a part of my train again? No. Alright, let's get over to the testing range camera here. Yeah, F7s are nice. I think I got some on pre-order, I believe. Let me take a look. Let's see. Pre-order list. What do I got here? Is it F7? No, I got F9s. I got some F9s coming. That I've got on pre-order. You know what I should do for this angle too? Hang on. I'm getting more and more ideas that just keep popping in my head. Let me... Good idea, Train Man. As a matter of fact, I do have another idea for a series on the channel as far as the video is concerned, which is, oh, I don't know the exact terminology of how I want to label this. Trying to remember what I was calling it. Oh, that's what it was. It was the Icey Rails Fun Run. So basically, I record the way I do when I go to the Samurai Club layout, and then just do one train at a time to do that. So yeah, I do have plans in the works to do more videos here on the layout. So yeah, that is coming. So Papa John, the Centipedes come in a set. They come in an AB set. Both of them are powered. Okay. Alright, let's switch off this. Get you back into 2 trains. They're longer than the, they are longer than a turbine. They're longer than a, Centennial. That's crazy. And then, yeah, that's the overhang. I think so if you count the tender on the big boy, I think the big boy still has it beat. I'll take a look at it here in a second as it goes in front. Yeah, these things were just massive. And when I say they're longer than like the turbine, I'm talking about both A and the B unit together. One unit by itself, I believe, is the same as a Centennial, or very close to it. But yeah, let's take a look here. So for the Challenger, definitely longer than, minus the tender. It's bigger, but not bigger than the tender, which the big boy's going to be longer than the tender, with the tender. But not by much. Yeah. It's about, with the tender, without the tender, the Centipede is bigger. With the tender, the big boy's bigger. So, kind of get a feel for the size. So yeah, you can see there's like 2 modulars on the side there. Those are actually Fremo standard modulars. So you can just see just how big the modulars actually are compared to my 12-inch wide. These are like the 26-inch wide modulars. And those are part of the Mythical Lands layout that is no longer a thing. So they're just chilling on the side there. They're too big for this layout up here for the space. And so I'm still trying to figure things out. So I don't know if you can hear that horn. And then those are the bells. I don't know if you can hear that. There's definitely one thing I gotta figure out is how to get mobile sound without echoing. Haven't cracked that one yet. What I'll probably end up doing is put, I'm gonna need some wireless mics probably across the layout. And I'll just mute mine, so when it comes around, you guys can hear it. That's probably what I'll do. Matter of fact, I'm actually really happy now that I have 4 plugins on my mixer. That's exactly what I can do. Sounds good. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, I'm liking these new scenes. This one's pretty legit. This camera's always been my favorite, I think. Phoenix Point is pretty good. That is pretty darn cool. So now you can kind of see the front of the train, the rear of the train, and then the rear of the train. Sounds good, Paul John. Sounds good. All right, night, Papa John. Take it easy. Thanks for dropping by. I love running trains in circles. It's always been one of my pastimes. Let's see here. We haven't shown this camera off yet, just the Icey rails. Oh, but you know what I can do here? Hang on. I'm getting all sorts of ideas now. Let's duplicate this. Let's do... I think... let's do this. Let's grab... It's probably up here, yep. So many scenes. Alright, phone camera. Let's go ahead and cut this down. Cut this down. Cut that down. Cut that down. And then we're going to expand this as best as we can. And I know it's going to be a little bit smaller than what I had intended. I was hoping to get that a little bit bigger, but oh well. Let's see how it looks on this stream here. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Let's crank this up to 1080. I think what we can do, make that just a little bit bigger. No. Alright, well, there we go. That's not too bad, because then you get the train perspective and you get the layout perspective from this view too, so kind of like this. I could probably cut this down a little bit more too. And then we could probably make this a little bit bigger. Cool. It's just a thought. Just a thought. Yeah, I can't wait to get these cameras to 4K, because I know it's still blurry. I know it's not the greatest quality. Again, this is still, in many, many ways, this stream is a tech demo to see how far we can take video capture, live streaming, and a whole bunch of just broadcasting. How far can we take model railroading and broadcasting and go from there? Because I still can push this system a lot further down. Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting more and more ideas about the wireless mic. Because what's cool about it, what I'll probably end up doing is in testing range and at Phoenix Point, I can put a wireless mic there, and then you guys could actually hear potentially the Doppler effect because we have a stationary point with the mics. Oh man, that I cannot wait to try that. Yep, we're gonna make that happen. Many ideas are coming from that. Alright, so there's Centipede going over the wilding turns there. We got 3 and 4, 5 and 6. I have a shopping list. Yeah, once I'm done, I have a whole shopping list of items for me. Yep, but I do. I've got a laundry list of things that I need to get. But yeah, absolutely. Alright, so I gotta fix this one too. Alright, let's do this. Let's crank this out a bit. And it looks like Fairy VR is okay. I'll have to knock down the nest tomorrow night. I will deal with that. Alright, so let's go back to those Phoenix Point. Yeah, I think every one of these is going to have this train view. That is definitely something that I'm liking already. Especially these within the camera shots here. Now you can kind of see the perspective. It's pretty cool to get kind of several different perspectives here. Oh, you can stop now. So cool. Alright, so these guys back on board. But yeah, lots of exciting things coming up. Lots of exciting things. Yeah, this idea kind of makes me, I really need to figure out a good way for those mobile mics. Because, like, I only have a 4-import mixer. I'll probably just have 4 wireless mics, one on testing range, one on Phoenix Point, one on Wilding 1, and probably one on Wilding 4. Because then I get you the 4 corners for where I can just turn on the mic, and then you guys can hear the engine go by with the horn. And I'll just bring a whole nother perspective to the stream for sure. This mic can only do so much. Plus, it's also gated, which means that it could be taking away the very sounds from the engines if it's too quiet. These engines are actually pretty loud. These are actually really, really loud. I gotta lower them down a little bit. And a part of me just wants to put the mobile mics on the trains themselves. Like, it is possible. Well, actually, no, I don't think it is possible because the wireless boxes are too big. I think it just needs to be a feature on the layout itself. Which is fine. I think I actually want to do it that way because then you guys can hear the Doppler effect. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. Let's take a look at this again. 'Cause, 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 Man, those overhangs. Quite something. All right. Kind of want to do something like this, maybe. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. Cool. So there it is, the Broadway Limited Centipedes with the Paragon 4. So I'm happy with it. I'm surprised it takes these turns really well. But hopefully you guys had fun today. Thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us on this Friday evening. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do a viewer request for next stream. So I'll have basically a row of engines that you guys can select from. And then we'll have like a dedicated, I think I'll do a different passenger train. I kind of got a type of passenger train I want to run. But you guys will select what type of power to pull that. So, and we'll probably have it run for like 30 minutes and then we'll swap out to another one and do like do a little bit of a viewer special on that one. So I think that's how we'll do it to make it a little bit more manageable logistically. So all right, so with that, guys, thank you so much. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Got a lot of interesting videos coming out. And, you know, shorts 3 times a day. But with the guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next live stream.